头脑经常需要来一场风暴，那思想呢也期待不断的交流碰撞，才能产生新的火花。那么接下来呢，我们就有请全球首席机器人官 Boris 先生，以及全球首席策略官 Waga 先生，全球首席营销官 Bobby 先生，以及亚太区销售总裁 Thomas 先生，大中华区董事总经理 Gabriel 先生一同上台，跟大家一起探讨用机器人流程自动化来迎接人工智能的新纪元。谢谢。
Good morning. I'm going to be the moderator for the panel discussion, and we want to do something different, as it's now 1:45, time for lunch, but we need to do it fun in order to wake you up. So we want to do it a little bit more interactive. So instead of presenting our questions, I would like to invite all the guests. Based on what you have heard this morning, do you have anything would like to ask our Chief Robotic Officer about the robots, the future of the robot, our Chief Strategy Officer about the RPA strategies and how to help your organization to define yours, and Bobby, marketing, how can you use the robots for doing more things from revenue generation, and of course, our Greater China and APAC leads to share their experiences with you. So may I invite all the guests, would you like to, do you have any questions? Would like to give it to our panelists to share their experiences with you? Any? Maybe let me start to give you the first one, okay? I have the opportunity to work with many of you, many clients in China, and they asked me a question. What about cloud? Cloud and RPA, how the two things work together? So, Boris, would you mind if I ask you to share your 2 cents?
Sure. How does it belong together? The first thing is about cloud and cloud enablement itself. So what we're seeing more and more in the market is that there's a hybrid cloud setup. So it's kind of a combination of on-prem configurations and systems working together with systems that are in the cloud. How does that relate particularly to RPA? Particular to our product, you can run our product in the cloud, in AWS, in Azure, in Google Cloud, in any kind of cloud environment, as well as on-prem. So it's actually already designed, ideally, to run hybrid. You can run the robots on-prem or on your desktop or on the virtual desktop on-prem if you like, but you can also have it done completely in the cloud. So first of all, you have to have an architecture that allows to offer this flexibility. And this is what our product is very strong in. So we even had, interestingly, customers in the energy sector that were saying, you know, if we could deploy this whole environment into the Azure cloud, we could get a big tick mark of okay from the IT department from a security perspective. And you know what, I was quite surprised to hear that. I said, yeah, I mean, you can do it today, and that's great. Because usually, you know, you think that big businesses are kind of not so more concerned about deploying things in the cloud for security reasons and so forth. But now people realize that actually the security in the cloud is much higher than whatever you could do in your corporate environment. So there's kind of that tendency now going more into the cloud. It's obviously in enterprise environments, the kind of hybrid cloud setup, and we have the ideal technology to support that. And on top of that, we are actually going to offer in 2019 the RPA in the cloud kind of platform product, so that people can have a choice whether they want to have it as a downloadable software or right away offered as a service in the cloud.
Okay, so Daniel, did you hear that? So not only putting into your virtual machines, but cloud is coming. So that's going to be another level of discussion. Thank you, Boris. So any questions? Yes, this gentleman. You can ask speak in Chinese. Yeah.
Hello. I have a question about the RPA and the artificial intelligence. So if I meant that one of my customers that we have a requirement that when there's a command from their their voice, that they will trigger the RPA process, like such as in open some folders, special locations, and download email between dates, 2 dates, and place the emails attachment to this folder, something like that. So what's the method or what's the advices suggesting from the UiPath to combine with AI? Okay?
Okay.
It's my question.
So if I understand correctly, this is about extracting information, doing NLP in a sense?
NLP.
Yeah, so we have NLP embedded in our platform. There's an activity library you can use, and you can extract that information by really understanding all the objects, the persons that it relates to. Plus, you can actually, do an intent identification. So it's part of a library. We use the Stanford NLP that is embedded in our platform at no extra cost.
But I think you maybe should comment, Boris, on the open architecture where you can, one of the beauties from an AI perspective is there's different AI algorithms. AI is sort of NLP, NLU, deep learning, intelligent OCR. And our architecture doesn't lock you in to one particular solution to solve, one problem. You can use a variety of different capabilities, some of which exist today, some of which will exist tomorrow, because our architecture is designed that way. I think that's an important part.
You're absolutely right. That's the key thing, because nowadays there are so many specialized AI solutions. Some are more specialized on decision making. Some are more specialized on computer vision. So being open to enable and integrate those fairly easily, that's exactly what we are doing. So you see one technology out there, which is from SkyMind, that helps you to build decision making models, but you could also use these models to do deep learning for computer vision. That's a very agnostic kind of platform. It's, by the way, a platform that is already quite known in China, and there's quite some joint ventures that use that same technology.
So you might, for example, look at an image and there's different algorithms for face recognition that are better. So we have face recognition integration with Microsoft's face recognition and others. I think the beauty to our approach is that we don't pick the capabilities and lock you in on them. You can use the different technologies in an integrated way.
I will talk about it later on when I talk about intelligent OCR. How many different products you actually need to understand and sometimes pick in order to solve your business problem.
Great. And also, I know Gabriel will be talking about localization as well. So this kind of a technology integration will not only be limited to the big brands outside of China, but there are so many good innovative solutions in China. So we can talk about that as well. So thank you. Any other questions?
Here.
Where? The lady over there. Can someone pass her the mic?
I will ask my question in Chinese.
Yes, go ahead. We have a translation.
我想咨询的一个问题是，从您的角度来看，认为是否有哪些工作可能在未来很长一段时间其实是机器人根本无法代替的？ 然后我其实有第二个问题是想问，目前我看您的很多客户可能集中是企业客户，就是将来是否考虑把这种技术推广到政府当中去？因为可能财务或者税务方面的，就是对接的一个部门，其实很多是政府部门。如果我们这边非常的 highly technology， 但是他们那边可能并没有能非常好的 match 到我们这种状态，其实中间会有一个就是 gap。对，就这两个问题，谢谢。
谢谢。So maybe Barbara, would you mind?
I think
or Bobby.
I think so. Robots aren't going to replace human judgment, human creativity, human analytics. They're just going to take the routine and mundane, user interface-based moving data and between systems and doing that to complement a human. So I think, again, we don't see, there's robots learning skills, but robots they're going to augment humans over time more and more, help you make decisions. A robot could say 99.5% of the time in this scenario, I recommend you do this. The human will still make the judgment. We call that human in the loop. So I think there's a line at which robots are not going to cross.
Certainly. I mean, if you think about say, if you run a marketing campaign, right? You would need people, say, you're sending out emails and you want to collect the responses and process those. And maybe you have a very large audience you want to reach. So think about the capacity you're creating that usually humans would have to do, and you would have to need an army just to handle that one campaign. And now you can use it with robot. So what it enables you is to actually do far more and to reach far more, and you're actually, you become superhuman in the activities in a sense. So that's kind of how the robots is going to augment and enable. I think there was a question on government.
我再补充一点，我们的机器人不是来代替人做的事情。对，我们的机器人就是代替一些就是说常重复做的事情，然后比方说人不喜欢做的事情。当然你不能叫我们的软体机器人去洗碗，这是不可能的事情。那您刚刚又提到说政府这边，我知道政府跟这个所有企业，它在 IT 部门的话也是有一个这个巨差的这个东西。我们在政府上面做的也非常的成功，因为政府上面跟这个企业上面它有些。比方说这个也是大同小异的这个需求，所以政府上面的话，我们正在也在国内在布局这一点。
Yeah, actually I know we have some colleagues from Singapore, and we have done quite a lot of projects with the government departments in Singapore, so we can share it with you offline. Gabriel?
Yeah, 我刚才补充那个Tom 的说法，就是说的洗碗，其实这个机器人就类似于在你家里头。帮你做了扫地、洗碗这些重复的繁重的工作，但是它不能取代你的媳妇儿，对吧？那么这个是，那你家里的这些文化生活，它会帮你付电话费，但是打电话的仍然是你媳妇儿，对吧？所以这个是一个。那对于政府来讲呢，我们这个其中有一个特点，咱们就讲说，下面以后会讲本地化，可以把新的系统和旧的系统。通过机器人连起来，所以刚才讲，如果政府里边有一些旧的系统，有些 legacy 的系统是很难升级上来的话呢，正好是可以加入机器人，把它传到新的系统上去。那么这个会是未来的一个方向。
Thank you.
你好，我想问一个问题，因为我们是一个软件的行业提供商事实上也是之前在基于我们 UiPath 做一些这个应用。那我想问一个问题，因为刚才我也听到就是现在在中国大陆这边，你们可能会想有一些这个具体的方案跟支持我想问一个，就是说你们这块有一个相对明确一点的时间表跟这个 行动计划嘛，就是对我们供应商这个的一个支持。
对供应商，你指的是在？
就是我们基于 UiPath 为我们的客户去做实施。我其实我想问的不光一个是技术方面啊，另外一个就是包括就是比如说我们这一些方案方面呢，包括一些这个市场推广方面等等。
你问的是在中国的时间表，还是说在？
对，中国大陆。
OK， 行，我们等一下也会讲到，在中国大陆呢，我们今天是已经有差不多小30个人了，就是从3个月以前吧，有3个人，到今天30个人，然后到年底的话，我们会有50个人，那么到明年年中的计划，我们会有将近100个人。那么这个是我们人员的计划，也是代表这里边有我们包括我们的销售、我们的技术支持、我们叫 CSM 这个 team， 就是 Customer Success team， 那么也包括这个。那另外呢，我们也会在中国呢，会去在明年的话去建立我们的支援中心，就对客户的一个支援中心，包括对我们的合作伙伴，以及我们本地的研发中心。就是我们要针对中国的一些应用，中国的一些特殊的一些软件，一些 AI， 我们做一些研发。那么这个都在我们明年的计划当中。
好的，谢谢。
谢谢。
刚刚有一位记者也问了一个非常好的问题，他说你们研发中心明年开在什么地方？对，所以这个东西的话，我也跟这个吴总，对，跟 Tommy 也大概中国能跑多少地方就跑多少地方，因为你中国这个教育系统呢已经做得非常成功，而且你有很多不同的地点，很多不同的城市，这个教育方案都已经非常高了。所以我们看到很多地方，有可能是大连，对不对？甚至是重庆，甚至杭州，甚至西安。所以我人在什么地方然后国内的需求跟在科技上的需求，我们会以这个地方来作为重点。
All right, next one, I'm going to ask a questions. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, maybe for the guest first, yes.
我想问一个问题啊，就是这个问题可能涉及到 UiPath 和那个中国企业的一个共同发展的一个问题。那也就是说，我们现在有买一些 UiPath 的一些 robot 嘛，那我们在用的过程中就会发现，就是说我很难把一个机器人用满。那有一些场景我们又需要就是在某个阶段很短的时间用到很多个机器人。那这样子的话就有个矛盾，如果我们买很多个，那这个很多个又用不满。那你们有没有考虑多种收费模式啊？比如我们现在都是按 license， 对不对？那未来可不可以考虑按流量收费？那另外的一个问题就是我们的这个 UiPath 从美国来的，对不对？那美国的这种薪资水平和国内，而且不同发展的国家，不同发展区域的薪资水平都有很大的差距。那也是不是可以考虑到当地的一个薪资水平，还有国家和区域的会做不同的一些定价，然后以保持你们就是在中国区更好的一个成长啊？谢谢。
Bobby, that's yours.
We have, for now, one global price. Actually, UiPath is from Romania. And our prices and our purchasing power is not so much better than China. On a more serious note, if you consider, yes, it's all about, and I think it's going to become important, maximizing the use of your robots. If you consider theoretically, a robot can in fact have the capacity of 5 FTEs. Basically, it works 24 hours, 7 days, 365 days. It works 30 and 40% faster. You do the math, and that's basically 5. So we think our product is still very competitively priced. In fact, if anything, we have some analysts like Gartner and others are telling us our product is too cheap compared to other technology. So I'm not saying that in the future we will not have more creative way of pricing, and we're already thinking about those things. You know, there will be an industry probably that will come with robot as a service and so on and so forth when you have more flexibility and basically increase the capacity. So, but if you properly use the robots, hopefully the cost versus the value it creates, that should not be a barrier to adoption.
Yes, and if I may add a point, I can come to you, to Wuxi, talk to you guys, and bring our customer success team to actually share more experiences to make your robots to become a 24 hours workforce for you. So we can take it offline. All right, any other questions?
我再补充一下。
Oh, I'm sorry.
我们有很多不同的伙伴，我们有科技上的伙伴，那我们也有客户上的伙伴，也有渠道上的伙伴。那很多这个为什么把这几层讲出来呢？很可能在渠道上的伙伴，他可以帮你做某一些事情。比方说，今天有些渠道，他要做成一个 robot service， 也是有可能的事情。对，所以在国内的话，我们可以多想想办法，看看怎么针对你们这边。因为我知道企业份的话，不是每一家公司都是阿里巴巴，对不对？他们也不是每天过光棍节，所以他在那个时候最忙的时候，很可能是我们需要补充的地方，对不对？所以我觉得说中国渠道的话，我们可以多动脑筋，看怎么来帮您这个忙。
好的，那我想要那边的嘉宾他举手了，举了很久。
你好，我是我们这边就服务一家大型的能源企业，然后我们也是一个UiPath 的一个实施商。然后我们在实施的过程中，我们发现 UiPath 它可以安装在我们Windows 7的这样一个操作系统上，但是因为我们大量的这种业务是发生在就是我们是给财务部门做的一些业务处理，我们集团的整个的这个财务部门，他们大量的使用的是 Windows XP 的这样的一个系统，所以导致比如说我们将这个 UiPath 安装在这个Windows XP 这个系统上，就是无法兼容，就无法的正常的使用。这是所以我就想问，就是 UiPath 以后有没有后续的是基于Windows XP 这套系统作为一个产品啊？这是第一个问题。然后第二个问题就是因为我们单位目前实行的是内外网隔离嘛，就是可能使用不了这个云相关的一个服务，所以呢，所以我们就面临着一个部署的问题，所以刚才我听到的华润创业刚才说的虚拟机的一个部署，所以我特别想了解一下这个 UiPath 在虚拟机上的部署，它的条件是什么？好，谢谢。
So to maybe answer the second part of your question, which is pretty straightforward. So you can have everything configured on-prem. So you have your own virtual infrastructure of a virtual machine that you can configure, or you could have it as a physical machine. So you can have the orchestrator and the robots there and everything confined in your space, and you don't even need to use cloud. So you're absolutely agnostic to the way how you can operate it and configure it. So that's a big strong point. The second strong point is that we are the only vendor who enables you to have multiple robots in one environment, which we call high density. So you could have a Windows server, and you can have in this Windows server multiple robots serving in one environment. You will not find any other product in the market that has this. So in that regard, it's already designed to kind of, make maximum use of the processing power for the environment when you scale within your environment. So you're not depending on cloud. On the first question, it's a bit difficult for me to understand correctly where the challenge was. So yeah, we support Windows 7 and all the other Windows environment.
XP.
XP. XP environment, I think we even have customers that still run on XP environment. You can actually fine with an older version, you can actually run that, but it's not recommendable. You should really kind of see that you'll upgrade in that sense, right? So that's basically a recommendation we have in the moment. But we will, this is where we have customer services team and teams to help and find solutions for you.
Thank you, Boris. So, final questions. Okay.
I got the mic, so luckily. So in the morning keynotes, Tom shared that UiPath is clearly leading the way. You are doing much better than your competitors, not competitors, the players in the ground. So can you share with us, so what are the key kind of success factors that made you so successful? Thank you.
Bobby?
Yeah, I think there's two sides, business model and architecture, technology, product. On the business model side, we're the only company that provides a truly open and fosters a truly open community, open and free training, open and free collaboration. It runs deep in our heart. We have an academic alliance where we're working with universities worldwide, and we'll do so in China as well, to train millions of people on digital era skills. We're helping older people reskill and upskill themselves so that they can be able to adapt in the world of automation. None of our competitors have that kind of approach to kind of the business of RPA. And then architecture, technology-wise, and Boris can go at length. We've built an architecture for both business and IT. We've built an architecture where you get very rapid results. It's very easy to use. You don't have to write code, and you can apply any AI algorithm today or tomorrow to an automation. And for the IT department, we focus on scalability and security. And scalability meaning we have customers today that are deploying hundreds of thousands of robots managed by a single orchestrator. There's no other solution that can do that. And then when you look at the full requirements within your company, you will have some front office requirements, which we call attended robots, that will sit next to a human, perhaps in a call center. You'll have unattended requirements that will sit in the back office, in HR and finance. Varga spoke about building out a COE, or you called it a robotic operations center. There's no other company you can go with that can give you one platform for all those requirements. So you have a choice to make. You can buy a number of different solutions for different pieces. And there are a number of companies that provide a front office solution, a number that provide a back office solution, some solutions that only do invoicing really well. Or you can buy an RPA platform with a single management environment that can do it all. And I think that's very, very unique for our company.
If you allow me, Bobby, we were asked the same question by the journalists before. I think there's a third element that explains our success, which is our culture. We have a value that is very important to our founder and hopefully to really all of us that join UiPath, and that's humility. Humility it's very difficult to talk about it because the minute you talk about humility, you're not humble anymore, right? It's an oxymoron, right? It's like, I'm humble. No? But really, in terms and for us it translates in the sense that we have a good technology and we went to markets, like taking the example of Japan. We didn't come in saying, and this is how you should do it. We said, we have this thing, you tell us how does that apply to you. And we constantly, humility for us is to constantly be listening to you guys. We have no doubt that by coming into China, you are going to make us a better company. We are going to learn from what you know, from the way you do things, from your inventiveness. You're going to help us be better. And really, truly, believe me, humility is a big deal to us. And we believe that it has served us very well, and hopefully it serves our clients very well.
It's a very, very important point, actually. If you think of technology integrations, there's so many specific things in China, from AI technology and so forth. that we need to integrate to make it more easier and adaptable to China's market. And we are going to embrace this. And the principle of humility is exactly that we are also going to apply from a product perspective.
So please help us.
我们公司的文化是非常非常的尊重到客户那边去，因为今天我进公司是来做业务的，那我第一天开始作业的时候，他们跟我说少卖一点机器人，我想说这个好像跟我工作有点差距，对他们说绝对不要多卖，他说这个机器人要做的事情一定要是客户跟我们合作出来的结果，所以不要多卖。所以这一点的话，跟我们公司的方针跟这个文化有相当的关系。
Okay, thank you. I think it's about the time, and I would just like to ask the panelists, would you like to address the audiences with your last any words?
You know, someone asked about the marketing plan for China. You know, I believe we're the only company that's done an event like this already. It took us longer to get started, right, in China than we wanted to, but we were lucky to have the community. I mean, to already have 120 customers and tens of thousands of users in China. You know, in some ways we were marketing already. You'll find us bring more best practices by industry to China that we know from other places. We'll take best practices from China and share them. We have a lot of energy, oil and gas. We have a lot of financial services. We have public sector and others. And with our immersion lab that we're building here, and with events like these, our 3 offices that we're committing to right now, and the hundreds of employees, I think you're going to see a pretty amazing evolution between today and when we get together again 1 year from now.
Thank you very much. I think that's the end of our panel discussion, but this is not the end of the day. So there will be a lot more time for having an interactive conversation. So thank you very much.